Baby girl,
I'm trying so hard to be good. You know how hard it is to be good right now? Oh, remember.
Right. Have some treats.
Lord gave her an ice cream facial. Oh dear.
Well, now I want ice cream. I might have to go raid my freezer.
I thought you were going to say something else.
One ice cream. This isn't fair.
What did you think I was going to say? Also, yeah, I would share my ice cream with you if I could reach.
I know.
Well, I don't know what I was going to say. I'm confused.
Well, I said that Blue was given an ice cream facial, and you're like, oh, I wanted that. I was like, oh, where are you going with this?
Oh, no, I just wanted ice cream. That's all.
I mean, I don't want ice cream as well, but I don't want to have its stickiness on my face.
I mean, that's fair.
Could have been worse. Could have been
Nobody
somewhere.
likes ice cream on my face.
Could have been somewhere else.
What did you say?
Who, me or Dark?
No, Laura said something from the other side of the room.
Ah, okay.
Oh dear.
Commenting on me not wanting a sticky face.
Well, I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
Who does want a sticky face? Shut up.
I mean, that
Only in certain situations.
We had the exact same thought there, Theo.
I should
Also depends on the person.
Oh, I should have seen that coming. Ah, damn it.
You're so good at this.
That's what she said.
All my cameras are sorted, so long as nobody changes anything.
So I shouldn't do this.
Italy, that didn't make any difference.
It does to me.
Oh, it did. It did. It reversed you. It reversed you and Panda. You're now in each other's boxes. There we go. You're back where you should be.
Yeah, the only people who are in the right boxes are whenever those cameras turn off are Thea and you, Brenna.
That's because we are there, but the start and the end of everything.
It's
Oh, wait,
because we're
that's
the
God.
best.
I don't believe in God.
I mean, to be fair, it makes sense with the top and the bottom, but...
There's also that, yes.
I'm gonna shut my pie hole.
I like chocolate milk.
Oh.
Oh, I do have chocolate milk, Thea. So if you really want, I'm pretty sure I can ship some to you.
It will.
I got Gatorade.
The fuck is...
What flavor?
Frost. It's the light blue one.
Yeah.
Boop.
Boop. Fuck.
You okay?
This afternoon, I got slightly annoyed by a TikTok.
Is that the one you sent
Because-
me?
Yeah, the one like they were talking like if you have ADHD, maybe you have ADHD with like the things, and then he said something, and it was the point he was like trying to point out was echolalia, as far as I understood the video, but he was calling it tics.
Oh no.
And I'm like, you wanting to repeat something after someone else has said it, or like repeating a sound is not necessarily tics. A tic can get triggered, yes. But they're not the same.
No. Yeah, that's the cool. Just right, I need to remember the other one because
Are you sure you want to put it there?
What? Well,
I would hope so.
Yeah, because people have made me realize that I'm allowed to do the things.
Yes. I know.
So yes.
I definitely.
Yes, you are.
Did you add anything new?
I did. It's on there somewhere.
That's cute. Sorry, I saw something.
Okay. I need to do the other thing because Brenna wants to ask for help from people. So.
Well, I said I was going to do that a different day.
Well, I'm gonna tell everybody that if you was, yeah. Well, we could do it. We could do it. If you want to do it another day, we can do it on Sunday, and then I can offer what I was going to offer.
I think Sunday would be better because I only know about this just before stream, so I need to.
Okay. Yeah. Let me know, and then we'll sort something out together. Okay.
I mean,
I've got
safe? Consent. That's not an issue.
No,
yeah, no. This is for a friend. A friend of mine has been trying to move house for quite a while. They're also disabled, and so moving house is extra difficult because nobody wants to give housing to people who can't work. And they have put a holding deposit down on a place, and so hopefully, if everything goes to plan, they will be getting to move house. And I went, how can we help? Because I know that they are not exactly comfortable financially.
Yeah.
And basically they're going to need some help towards furniture. The place they're moving to does have white goods, which helps a lot because it's the biggest expense. But they're still going to need bed, sofa, that kind of stuff,
Fair enough.
Oh yeah, I get it.
So once I have hammered out some details, I'm going to ask the community to help, because if we all help a little bit, then our friend doesn't struggle.
Yes.
Basically.
Funny enough, I'm kind of in the same issue with needing to move house, so.
Well, you can also ask community and same applies.
Oh yeah, no, I'm 100%.
Our overflow of communities right now is really good because there's enough of us that between everybody, it can. We do a help for people's and it flows and it's good. So I
need to get more info before you fully say to everybody, hey, this is what we need.
Pretty much, yeah. Not a massive amount, but I literally found out just before stream. So I was like, I will ask people for help if this is okay with you, and like checking what details somebody's willing to share, stuff like that. So
to be fair to you, my brain went immediately the same route, like, you okay? Then everything is fine, I'll skip it for later, but like my brain went there exactly as the same.
It's like, friend good? Okay,
yeah,
friend.
Yeah. Friend asked for help recently and got helped and is good. So
yes.
I did. I mean, also, I did and asked for help recently. I'm quite proud of that. I'm not proud of the fact that I needed help because that feels horrible for everybody always. But like the fact that I did acknowledge it and go, I need help.
Yes.
And then a bunch of you just went, here, have some help. And I was like,
I'm very proud of you.
Yes.
Yes.
Did I tell everybody what grade I got from uni?
No, I want to know.
Oh, I haven't told you? Okay. My percentage was 79 out of 100 for my end of year, which is a grade 2 pass, which is like one of the best grades. So I'm very pleased.
Yay!
Like,
proud of you.
I'm proud. Honestly, with how stressed I was the last couple of months, I'm proud of me. I was expecting to have barely scraped through because I was so stressed out. So a grade 2, I was very pleased. Like, if I hadn't been dealing with extra stuff, that means I could have got a first, could have got a distinction in that course. So I'm pleased. Knowing you can do it, even if life has thrown curveballs that have stopped you, it's still nice.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah. What's this
Thank
one?
you.
Oh. This thing, well, I remember. this thing I was like, oh, I found it, and I put it back, and then I put it back. And I was like, hang on, it's already on there. How did I not do that one? Well, I forgot what I've done. It's fine. All right.
It's cute.
Oh, can I ask something, Dark?
Wow.
Did the thing fit that you ordered, or the well that I ordered for you? The thing did it fit?
Beth.
Yeah.
Once I've sorted some, I'll show you.
I will be 1 minute. I need ice cream.
I want to see.
Yes, you will. But I need
I'm better.
Don't use the voice. Don't use the voice. Don't use the voice.
Do it, I dare you.
No, I made
gonna lose Fia.
I was kidding.
I made a promise, and I'm keeping it.
I was gonna say we're gonna lose Fia for the whole session then.
Right. For those of the I know Brenna already knows what the incentives and stuff are, so I'm going to go through those quickly. For every sub, resub, gift sub, 5 bits, $5 and 500 bits. Add tokens to the shared pool. Tokens that the lovely people in front of you activate abilities. Increase their dice rolls by 1 for every token spent. And there's one I was trying to use there. Oh, right, that one. For $10 of content bits, you can apply a reroll. Rerolls are kind of self-explanatory. That doesn't reroll the dice, because in some cases they might go, "I would like a reroll." Yeah. $15 of content bits, you can apply a roll a d6, and a 1 to 3 is a critical failure. And a 4, 5, and 6 is critical success. Critical success. In a degrees of success system, it can either go or real quickly. For $20 of content bits, you can have a non-hostile NPC. Non-hostile means neutral, friendly. The type of person who would give you help with your homework, help you find something, help you research something. $20 equivalent bits, $25 equivalent bits, you get a hostile NPC. Hostile means obnoxious, aggressive. The type of person that would put ice in your bed while you slept or something. I don't fucking know. You know, the type of person you used to go to school with, you just want to punch in the face. That type of person. Yeah. That didn't work. I think of a better analogy for the thing. For $30 of credit bits, you can play a critical success to use as and when they see fit. They can hold on to it and use it whenever they decide to use it, which might come back and bite me in the butt. But it's fine. It wasn't
only if you let it.
True. And then for every 100, we'll do an in-game event.
It will.
Yeah. No, we introduced Kevin last week. It's fine.
It could be an uwu.
I have to make a creature called an uwu.
Oh, okay. A creature called an uwu. It's fluffy and has wings and is small. That's my contribution.
It's an owl type.
That works. That works. That fits with fluffy, has wings and small.
It's an owl. It's a type of owl. It's just got bigger eyes and
they don't say. They don't go hoo hoo. They go ooh.
Yes.
Oh, it's got bigger eyes.
And they have that really cute face.
Uh-huh.
Not too big, or they'll look like a Furby.
In theory, you could make this a rumor animal.
Yes.
And it'd be actually existing because of the rumors.
Yes.
Hang on. Is this why we have the unofficial school chant? I mean, I know we said it was partly just that Saf wanted to wind up the teachers and it turned into a thing, but like, is it also because of the rumor animal? Did Saf start the rumor? I love that giggle. That was the best giggle.
I love how my character didn't want to be the main character, and now all of you are making them the main character.
That's the thing, is they say they don't want to be a main character because they spent the entire of the first year getting into so much trouble they became it by accident, and now they're trying to get out of being it, but unfortunately with the previous year existing. Yeah.
It won't stop! Make it
I am adding it to my my obsidian sheets, by the way.
Me too.
The uwu.
But yeah, I've gone through the list of incentives and everything else. Me and Brenner, I'm using Obsidian to make DM notes. Brenner is using Obsidian to keep hold of player notes. And Brenner's notes.
I'm using Obsidian to keep Dark on track.
Keep me on track. Me.
Mm-hmm.
No one can keep me on track.
During Vampire, that's true. But during Vampire, how many times did I go, hang on, you said...
I kind of need that sometimes.
So lovingly, my notes are to fact check your notes.
Oh yeah, it's fine. I've got no problem with it. Because you've got to remember is I do, what is it, Tuesday, Wednesday, so Tuesday, what's 3?
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You're very busy.
Yeah, very busy.
But also, it's very affectionate.
No. Oh, one sec. I'm gonna say
Because it's very much, I could just send the notes over to Dark and be like, here's my copy, see what you need to steal, see what I've not got that I should have.
A random question in between. Which pride flag should I make into a bracelet? I have made gender fluid one. I have made the transgender one, the non-binary, and just the rainbow flag already.
I would just.
But I don't have purple, sadly, currently. And I noticed that a lot of things have purple.
This is true. Purple is in a lot of things.
Which is annoying, because I don't have purple.
If it helps, purple's my favorite color.
But I wanted purple, and I ordered purple, but it came in the wrong size. All of the purples. Like I had a lilac, a soft lilac.
trying to care as if we've gone.
I do have aubergine, but that's a little bit on the dark side.
I mean, I don't mind that because I'm on the dark side, but you know, it's fine.
The fuck did I come back to?
That face.
Nobody explained that conversation to Dark.
Give it 5 minutes. I don't even remember it happened.
So we should just repeat it.
I just want you to be baffled. That's all. It's so stupidly innocent, so I want you to be baffled.
It sounds like a weird thing, but I'd have to like have a level of distrust in you guys for me to worry about it, and I don't, so I'm not worried about it.
I don't want you to be worried.
No, you know what I mean, don't you? I don't have a level. There's no distrust here in any way, shape, or form, so I don't have to worry about it.
No, I know.
So I'm all good.
Well, I wouldn't want. To be fair, I wouldn't want you to be worried.
It's like,
baffled is better than worried. It's like, a lot more fun.
Yeah, it's like the fact that I put those links. I put those links in chat, and somebody said something, and then they haven't done anything, so I haven't got to worry about it. So I'm all good.
What?
Right.
Guys, you're losing your touch.
Shit reminds me.
You want me to do something?
No, everybody's just broke.
Yeah, everyone,
Yeah, we're all broke.
Yes, everyone has.
Currently, yes, indeed.
Everybody has to pay rent and buy food, and the economy of the entire world went up in smoke because, you know, Trump exists. So, how are we on this timeline? Seriously,
right.
How are we on the bad timeline?
I don't normally get political, but the new Pope has. There's rumors that the new Pope wants to excommunicate the entire administration.
Oh, I fucking hope he does.
I mean, most of them aren't Catholic anyway, so...
But the ones that are, he wants to excommunicate. Oh, I don't care. It'd be fucking hilarious. Anyway, I'm just gonna do this so that when I look through the bot, I know where to cut to.
It will.
That'll help. I'm just listening for Blue's Uwu.
Oh, turn off blurps, by the way, Dart.
I just did. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you for the reminder.
If you need to go to all the Uwus that I have said, then you're gonna still have be a bit. I didn't definitely not.
Are you gonna be okay?
Not with talking, no.
I noticed.
If you're gonna have to search for all the uwus to find the correct one, you're gonna be a bit.
That's fine. Oh, look for me clapping.
I see that you guys can. You guys saw my mouse, oh no.
I didn't see anything.
And it was a mouse on my gun.
Oh, now I can. Stop stroking yourself. Don't put it there.
Why are we stroking ourselves?
Is it fun?
Is it the group stroking or needing to
No,
invite it?
Blue's just stroking themselves accidentally.
Okay, fair enough.
I feel like this is an invite.
Yeah, sure, definitely accidentally. At that point, it was definitely accidentally.
That is an invite only stroking. Oh my god.
I was gonna say, well, if you can get your mouse on my screen, you can do it, but
See, euphemism for all sorts of weird and wonderful things. Right, my little balls of chaos and ADHD and autism, are you ready?
I'm still
Do we
typing
have
out
a
the
choice?
uwu.
Who said what now?
Do we have a choice?
Yeah, you have a choice. You know this. If you don't want to say no, then we sit here and wait until you're ready.
Oh. No, I'm ready. I was just fucking with you.
Oh, I know. I know by your tone now, my dear. I
The
can
thing
tell
is,
by
though,
your
actually,
tone.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Is always. Well, we'll wait then.
Yeah, but that's not a case of me being a dick. That is a case of if someone's not ready, then we'll sit and wait. Well, we should. No, I will. So, itch right now. Oh, there we go.
Quick question: are we saying this creature is only a rumor, the uwu owl, or are we saying it's a rumor creature, as in it started out as a rumor, but because it's a magical place, it manifested?
As the DM, none of your business.
Mm.
So what I'm hearing is
for later.
So what I'm hearing is I need to throw more money at you so I can make another thing.
Well, for now, I'm putting it in the folder that's marked Other World Details, then.
I can't like this. I was like, well, how are you going to do that one? You just said you were broke, so I said, it's like, how do you do that one?
We can throw
I'm broke.
Monopoly money
But
at
other
you.
people aren't. Someone else isn't.
You're gonna borrow Lord's money. Right.
I'm pretty sure if they talk to Lord, they'll just do it for the funsies.
Fence.
Right. Who would like to go first today?
I will.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Who wants to play I'll go first chicken?
Sells every video. I don't wanna. Go back and watch the other ones. No.
Thea, if you want, we can introduce staff to. We can use someone else as a mouthpiece today.
I want to make a joke so bad.
Thea is going on strike. Thea refuses to talk about themselves.
What I just now see is like us all like doing the introduction, and then the part where Thea would do it is just gonna cut back to last week. Just get it out of that video, put it in there.
Just pops. I'll just edit it.
That would require
Editing.
That would require better editing skills.
Yes. And my editing skills are non-existent. It's taken me 3 videos to realize that I have to delete sections before I can try and publish it, because otherwise the program goes, what the fuck are you doing?
You're learning.
Yeah.
And they're looking a little bit more professional each time.
Yeah, apart from about the program I'm using, I was like, oh, I'll learn. I didn't do it again, so I've had to re-upload it again.
I should look at the program that I used before. I kind of forgot
I keep
about
meaning
that.
to look to see if DaVinci has a free version or is a free version.
Anyway, before we get...
Oh, that's the one that I've used. Yes, it has a free version.
Before we get distracted again, Panda, can you lead by example for me, please, my dear?
Everyone, I'm Panda. My pronouns are she, they. Cassie is in all the groups, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. The one thing about Cassie that I can say is her pronouns are also she, they, and she believes in the power of friendship.
It was said with such sarcasm. That's so said with such like vitriol and sarcasm. I know you would like to do like the power of friendships, like, and a gun.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to regulate my emotions.
It's fine, Patty, sweetheart. I knew you were trying to do it. That's why I was trying to make the joke, sweetheart. I was trying to make the joke, and I was like, I was waiting for the. I believe in the power of friendship and a Glock. I call my bullets friendship.
No, I'm just watching Brenna's VTuber.
Brenna,
wait, you're gonna have a gun that is it's called friendship, and it shoots glitter.
Oh! Don't worry. Cassie already has a glitter cannon that is like nicknamed something.
You want friendship? You want?
He gave me a knife.
I think Brenna's trying to get. I think Brenna's trying to get my attention. Yeah. Yes,
Brenna's having a moment.
Brenna, it's your turn, my dear. You have our attention now.
Yeah, that's what that was. That was that. Yes. Hi, I'm Miller Brenner. And my pronouns are any. And oh, hi Chloe. And wait, oh, Doc Silent. Oh, whoopsies. Let me fix that. Apparently I hadn't turned you guys' sound on at all. I'm sorry.
Oh, wow.
But yes, I'm Brenna. My pronouns are any. Amethyst, pronouns are she, they. And she is terrified of her mother and a perfectionist as a result.
We watch them fight to the death to see who goes next. Blue?
I mean, I can just go next.
Yeah.
And have the bottom go last again.
Don't she'll like it.
So I should just have her go first and then I go.
No. Thea can go last. It's fine. So Blue, if you go next, then technically it's me that ends up going last anyway.
I mean, that's still the bottom going last then, isn't it?
Go on then, Blue.
Yeah, either way, indeed. Well, I'm Blue or Happy, depends who you ask. My own pronouns is she, her. I'm playing Cecilia. She also has a pronoun she, her. And did we need to do effect of ourselves or not? She's blind on one side of.
She's what?
She's blind on one side.
She is blind in one eye, yes.
Nice.
Watch this. Ready to hear some panic. Thea.
No.
Thea.
You can't make me.
I mean, I could, but I promised I wouldn't.
Depending on what it is, it might set off Panda too.
No, I'll tell you what. If I can't make you, but I'm sure I could ask Brenna to do it.
Oh, Thea. Thea, my little cherub. See ya. Sweetheart. I will start telling you positive things about yourself if you don't give yourself an introduction in the next 10 seconds.
I don't want to give an introduction.
That sounds like...
Then you are going to get complimented
hang
and
on.
complimented
Brenna,
and complimented.
Hang on. No, that's an actual no.
Oh, okay.
If you see them on the screen,
No problem.
the
Yeah.
person that's this person that I'm reaching. No, don't say that out loud. I nearly said the person I'm reaching.
Yeah, if you want, I can introduce staff.
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, the person that my arm is done. Oh, I can't say that either. Anything I'm going to, the person that I'm pointing at. There we go. This person here. That's Thea. They're
On my
playing.
screen where it's the bottom corner.
Oh, whatever, whatever fucking screen. The person with the peach background is Thea. They're playing Saf. They're gender fluid and they go by any all, and I don't give a fuck. That sound good, Thea?
Thank you.
Welcome. I know the difference between somebody turning around and saying I don't want to because they want to be fun because they're trying to be funny, and I don't want to because they don't want to because they don't feel comfortable right now. So it's all good.
My anxiety is high right now.
I guessed. But
Getting home has been stressful.
it's all good. Saf.
Yeah, that's not fun.
Saf goes by Saf or Saphira depending on how they're feeling. They'll also change how they dress. But they didn't want to be the main character, but due to the previous year where they got told to have to redo the first year, the teachers know exactly the shenanigans they got up to. Even though they're not wanting to be the main character, unfortunately they have accidentally become so because some of their shenanigans are long lasting. Yeah, I did it all. Hello. That leaves me, the DM, the person that is long balding and in charge of everybody. I say in charge. I use the term in charge very loosely. But I am the DM, storyteller, GM.
Nope, not taking the bait. Nope.
Cat herder, ADHD and autism whisperer.
Okay, enough now. For the benefit of anybody else in ever seeing this video, that's my sister.
Yes.
Sometimes my brother,
Yes.
and sometimes my other.
Yes.
And yes, they are the GM.
Yes.
They're not in charge. We just let them think that.
That's
we love
bullshit.
them very much, but we let them think they're in charge.
That's bullshit.
I mean, to be fair, we let them make GM decisions because they are the GM, and they are very good at being a GM. They're an excellent GM, and they're an excellent GM for neurodivergent people too, and they deserve to be appreciated. But they're not in charge. They're the little sibling, and the little sibling doesn't get to be in charge. Which is to say, I'm about 3 years older, so meh.
Technically, little sibling can be in charge. Just not all the time.
I'm just teasing.
It's all good.
Depends on how bad the parents are at parenting.
Not touching that one with a
Yes,
button
exactly. Exactly, Chloe. Exactly. This is my sibling. That says everything about how we treat them in one word. Yes, very much so. Which is to say, I will affectionately torment them to the nth degree, but if anybody actually hurts them, I will rip you apart with my teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. And I know.
Right.
I mean, to be fair, if anyone in this group gets hurt at some point by anyone, they're gonna be in big trouble.
Yeah.
For anyone who doesn't know, this is going to go into the YouTube video because fuck it. I've been a DM for fucking years, and I have been a DM for Thea for a couple of years, for Blue for 3-4 years, and Brenna for a couple of years, and I am Panda's first DM.
You're my first non-temp DM.
Non-temp, yeah, fair enough.
I've been in D&D groups. But yeah. Sorry for another tap.
You're all good. I specialize in D&D groups that are meant for neurospicy people. Basically, all of my groups are neurodiverse, mental health, disability, LGBTQI+, and very friendly. Because I got fucking sick and tired
And a safe space.
I got sick and tired of people being told they couldn't join groups because of XYZ reasons. Because people were like, me. Disability isn't real in my world. We have magic and spells. Shut the fuck up. I've read the manual back cover to cover, and there's nothing in it that says you can't have a disabled character.
Which I found D&D books at my local game exchange.
Nice. Anyway, before we go...
Oh, well.
Sorry. The timing on that!
So, before we get off on a matter of tangent or anything else, end of last session saw Zelia question one of the teachers how they fit through doorways. One of the other teachers get thrown across the room where they could pick their classes, and at the end of it, no one had actually picked a class in any way, shape, or form. So I gave it to them as homework. Believe it or not, they did it. They all did it.
I mean, you had to remind us.
Yeah, I was just bound to anyway. All of you have got like some degree of neurospiciness. So.
Yeah.
Wait, we do?
I know, right? So, my friends, we are still in the same day. Reason I'm dragging this out is so that we can try and explore a bit more, because you guys go no further than... The furthest the player's gone was because Lottie's character got yeeted across the hall. I
mean, it depends if you look at how many steps we actually took, or if you look at our starting and end point, because the starting and end point were almost at the same point.
I love it here.
I would like to point out that we moved from the bedroom to the Great Hall to have breakfast, and then from the Great Hall to the outside ugly stadium place to look at the classes, and somehow managed to get all the way around all the classes. I think we've done really well. It's only taken us 3 sessions, 5 sessions. Of course, I don't know.
We're on session 5 for the live ones. Session 5 for the live ones, 4 for the YouTube ones, because obviously I decided not to upload session 1 for reasons. It had nothing to do with it had more to do with the play. Me not wanting to put somebody in a position where they would beat. Yeah, so it's all good. Anyway,
you're being a good GM and protecting your players.
Yes. So, Saf, Amethyst, Zalia, Cassie, your teacher has left you to go and sort out injuries and bruises and cuts, and to try and recover some form of social grace that has been lost after they got thrown across the room.
Sorry.
But it's fine. Miss Sweeps has disappeared and has gone to the medical wing, leaving you outside the school's library. From the outside, it looks unassuming. Large oak doors. There's an awful lot of oak doors in this school, but then again, considering how old it is, oak tends to be long-lasting. It tends to change and contract and expand with the weather. So it's a lot better. But it's a very unassuming door. Bulk standard, just oak door. Nothing special about the entranceway in any way, shape, or form, apart from the fact there's 2 potted plants either side of it. 2 trellised rose bushes growing either side. That's about it. Who would like to open the door?
Hey, please.
Okay. How do you open the door?
It's a door. I put my hand on the handle very gently, and I put the handle down and I pull it open.
Pull it open.
That's generally how one... Well, I mean, if it's a pull door, yeah. If it's a push door, I'll push it.
You said you pull it open. You pull the door open. Doesn't open.
Oh well.
Okay, in which case I then try pushing the door.
Then it opens.
You're such a fucking asshole.
It seems like one of those things though, because obviously Amethyst has never been in the school before, so it'd be a case of like every other door in the school opens outwards. They've come across so far, because the doors to the Great Hall open outwards because they open fully. And the ones to the dorms, they open outwards because they open fully, so they can be left open. The doors to the library, obviously. Oh, I'm gonna. Av, would you say anything to your cousin?
No. They're holding their tongue for now.
Saf would just be giggling behind a hand, I'm sure.
No.
Yeah.
As you open the door, Amethyst, the smell of old and new books assault your senses.
Why would that? No. I love the smell of books. Why would that be an assault on my senses?
It's overwhelming.
Because as soon as you try to figure out why this musty smell that you've always loved for years before, is so overwhelming, until you look at the library and realize that it goes back as far as you can see and is on multiple floors. And I don't just mean gangways, I mean actual floors that involve staircases and internalized lift systems for the disabled and wheelchair user pupils. As above your head, the books are flying to organize and sort themselves. There are dusters hovering, cleaning, tidying up. There are small candle-like creatures, almost like fireflies, hovering around and lighting up sections of everything. And in front of you, yes, Panda?
Can I touch one?
No, you can't. Considering how high the ceiling is, no, you can't touch it. It's about 4 stories up. This is a, I'll offer you a deal. I'll give you my dice roll if I can touch one.
No. You gave us super. You broom. I have broom. I can go nyum.
Wow.
They do have brooms. But I feel like flying in the building is kind of like when you try to pull your bike out in the building in Pokemon. Like, there's just a disembodied voice that says, you can't do that here.
That would be fucking hilarious. Hang on. You're gonna have to give, if you want to do this, you're going to end up breaking a school rule, because flying inside the building is against school policy. So, Cassie, do you think you could get away with it?
Okay, and flight is a D10.
I'm going to say, hang on, don't roll before I've given you a DC.
Good.
Flight. Difficulty of 12. Ah, that's a fuck you, Doc, if I've ever seen one.
I got a 9.
Well,
You have 3 adversity tokens.
I would only need. No, I have 4. I believe. So
they reset at the beginning of the round.
We reset at the beginning of every session, so you've only got 3.
all right, then I'll use my 3.
That's very much a
Just
face.
for this one, fuck you.
Yeah, I thought as much. That's fine then. So, yeah, Amethyst, Saf, and Zazalia, you feel the sudden gust of air shoot by all of your heads as you hear a cackling and giggling Cassie launching herself up into the roof of the library to try and capture one of the candle-like insects.
Oh, I have a jar open and ready.
Oh no! You're gonna get in so much trouble!
Amethyst, while Cassie is up in the rafters trying to chase these things, let's find out what the others are going to get up to. Let's start off with Amethyst. What do you want to do, my dear?
Oh, I'm already going and looking at books. Like as soon as I got in this room, I just gone books. I mean, I've stuck to the first year areas because like there's chains and stuff that says no entry for first years, but like I'm busy looking at the fact that some of the books are chained to the shelves.
Now, as you go actually into the main course of the library itself, yes, it's on multiple floors and it spreads out. It's almost like an open plan office building. So you have the rows of the books in the main rectangular section of the library that goes real far back. At the back of the set section is a study area. The section that you are in currently as a group, apart from Cassie, who has decided to go up and be a fucking nuisance, is for the first years. The side sections, or the left wing and the right wing and the upper floors, you get access to as and when you need it, or when you are authorized to do so by the teacher in charge of those lessons. All you have access to right now is the beginnings of magic, understanding magic, Magic 101, and a large section of bright yellow books called Magic for Dummies. So you have Herbology for Dummies, Summoning for Dummies. You get the idea, right?
I own in real life a book called Wicca for Dummies. Like that exists.
Yeah, that's in there too. Yeah, that's in there too. There's Paganism for Dummies too. So Amethyst is running around like a child in the candy store. It's effectively like watching the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. You know, the original one where they see the Candy Man can, and everyone's just yeah.
Well.
Yeah, that one.
Sorry.
Thea, what about Saf? What's that? What are they doing?
I don't know.
No, I have a few options.
Probably.
What?
I feel like somehow they would find the only comic books in the whole fucking place.
Is this because Saf put them there?
Probably.
And are they comic books, or are they graphic novels, or is it like hand-drawn comic books?
Probably whatever's popular at the time.
Fair enough.
Like a mix of different kinds of stuff.
Cool. Can you
we like to represent?
Can you give me a brains roll, difficulty of 4, to see if you can remember where you put it in the library? The big fucking library.
Fuck.
I can find my D8, yeah. There it is.
You don't know how much I was trying to resist the urge of putting a coffee shop in this place.
7.
7.
Where is my coffee shop?
fine.
No, forget my roll. Give me my coffee shop.
To be fair, the fact that a coffee shop is something completely different in the Netherlands is also an interesting thing. Because then they suddenly would be selling special cookies.
Blue, I would like to think that they have a collaboration with like Jack and selling the special cookies.
Yes.
I know exactly what to do with this. Right. Saf, you know exactly where you put them. You put them underneath the 6 table on the left, in the back right of the coffee shop that's in here. Those instructions didn't make any sense to anybody as you say them out loud, apart from you. As you go to there is a small corner. And I say small corner. It was a small corner of this room, but a large corner overall. It fits could it fit at least 30 people in here very comfortably. It is all trellised and overgrown with plants, all sorts of vegetation, but it's all greenery and dotted with small white and purple flowers all over. The smell of coffee fills this entire section. It is like you can get contact high just from the smell. And behind it are a collection of small brown drakes, no bigger than your average house cat, all of which are stirring large spoons with copper cauldrons. Some of them are swimming in and out of the water that is being boiled, because in front of you are the coffee drakes. A subspecies of dragon and drake that specialize in making nothing but coffee.
He makes me happy.
There is a large amount of them kind of zooming around in the back area. They look like they're having a hell of a time. They're swimming in the cauldrons. They're separating everything out. You see a few of them. Like the first time you saw a coffee drake make coffee, it made you a bit unsettled because you saw one of them spit in a cup. And what you didn't realize is that's how they get the coffee beans, is they make them, and instead of being able to breathe fire or poison or ice, is they breathe coffee beans.
Eat, sleep, and breathe coffee beans.
I think that's the motto they have on what I like cross-stitched on a wall somewhere. But it is relatively busy, considering the fact this is the first first full day back. Everyone is making the most of having the free time. There's a lot of people here, and the coffee drakes are very busy. But the section as to where your comic books have been left is empty. There's no one sat there.
Yeah.
And the seating in the corner is box seating. So you're going to have to lift up the seat or the cushion to see if anything is underneath. Can you give me a strength? Oh yeah, fight roll from you. Fight roll, difficulty of 5.
Fight roll.
Fight those cushions. Fight them.
It'd be a 15.
Yeah.
Those cushions didn't stand a chance.
You go in thinking they were going to be like heavy, or they're like, oh, look down, maybe they've replaced everything, and just whoop.
Oh, I was wrong.
The cushion kind of flips upwards in the sky, flips upwards and up above you, and just like rotates a couple of times, and lands with a loud clunk on the table, and you just freeze for a sec. But inside is not only your comic books, but comic books other students have added during the course of the previous year.
The collection grows.
Yeah, and you do find a coffee drake kind of curled up on top of the collection as well. They look up at you and yawn. Like, lift their back leg up to scratch their head like a house cat would.
I'm gonna give him a scratch and then grab one of my comics.
Yeah, this guy just looks at you and goes, "I hold this up," and then just kind of curls back up and goes back to sleep. And you sit down. Do you put the cushion
Not
back?
on the Drake. Yes, I put the cushion back and I don't sit where the Drake was.
Fine. Right. Zelia. Amethyst, gone.
Yes.
Cassie, gone. Staff, gone. You, left in the doorway.
I mean, would her cookie sense be tingling?
He said.
I need to open up my sheet classes. Because you've taken magical brain. Right, you're going to need to give me a brains roll for this. Because magical baking is a brains roll. Difficulty of... I was going to say 6, but we're going to deduct it because you're taking magical baking and deduct 1, but for the fact you know what cookies smell like, so we'll say 4.
I rolled an 8 on a d8.
Cool. You become all prickly all over, and you can smell the chocolate chip. You can smell the vanilla. You can smell the nutmeg and the ginger, and you can smell the special cookies.
All the special flavors.
Just like watching a rabbit kind of get up on their hind legs and sniffing the air.
Lay down, Shelby Land.
Can I be like, Cassie, you found cookies. Need you for the cookies. And yes,
Do
I'm
you need
screaming
me
in the
to
library.
pay for the cookies?
Well, are you current? Okay, could I? He's high up in the air, right?
Cassie can't hear you in any way, shape, or form. All you can hear is my maniacal giggling coming from the ceiling. And he's like, "Yeah, mine." Yeah. It's slightly unsettling.
Someone is getting in trouble.
Oh yeah, they got to make sure they get caught. And Amethyst is stroking the spines of books.
I mean, since Cassie didn't react on her screaming in the library, which is definitely a great plan. She's just gonna go to where the cookie smell comes from.
Luckily for you, there's a lot of noise going on in here, so it's not so bad. But as you walk through the large rectangular section of the library, there is a cylindrical desk, circular desk. Cylindrical would mean it's got a covering, which it does. It has like a half clamshell covering, and inside it is one of the library heads. Branna.
Yeah.
Who is the library head, my dear? You know who this one is because this is your character.
She's a dragon hybrid.
Yes.
She's a dragonkin, so she looks dragony, but she's more human height, slightly taller than the average human. And she dresses very steampunk, and she is the kind of steampunk with a curly, messy bun, and little glasses perched on her nose, and she has a teacup holster with a teacup and saucer in it attached to her belt. She's that kind of nerd, and just actually really lovely. As long as you don't damage the books. If you damage the books, you will see a side of her that you do not want to see, so don't damage the books. But yeah, other than that, she's actually really nice. And like has favorite students, and is just generally like the fluffiest, cuddliest person ever, as long as you don't damage the books. I don't think I ever actually named her though.
You didn't. That's why I was checking.
Why do I feel like you made Mom?
Okay. Well, by that decision, there you go. Then that's where we're getting the name from. So yeah, that's where you can.
Are they the mom friend now?
Wait, does that mean are we calling them because Little's D&D character is called Larissa? So do we call them the Miss Larissa Tasty? So they're called Miss L Tasty.
Yeah,
so they're called Miss L Tasty.
Yeah, that works. Miss L Tasty. But it's L Tasty, as in it's like the Mexican style or the Spanish style. It's EL and then Tasty. So literally their surname is the Tasty.
Cool, got it.
I love it here.
So Zalia, as you're shouting for Cassie through the library and trying to get your friend's attention, shouting cookies, num num cookies, you feel this presence behind you.
Monster.
Now, my dear, is there any particular reason why you're screaming so loud in my library?
Oh, am I still picking it up? A second. Because someone is pushing me away. Well, I'm trying to find my friend, but I'm not sure where they are. So I tried to. Stop it! I'm trying to find them.
Zalia is being accosted by some flying books because she stood still for too long and they're trying to sort themselves. So they're just like hovering around and she's just like yeah, precisely.
No, go away. Go away.
They're only they're circling.
I feel like at least one of them is a cookbook that's just trying to get her attention. Like, hi, I belong to you now. Can I come home with you, please? Like this book is like a little overeager puppy.
Yeah.
No. Go away. No. I don't need your tongue.
Be nice to the books. They have feelings too.
Well, I'm going to be squished by a book then.
You imagine the book's little, you know the little silk internal bookmark that some of them have. Just gently licking the side of Zazelia's face. Like you said, like an overeager puppy.
Very much an overeager puppy. And it's flapping its cover, that's its wings.
Yeah.
So the pages are hanging down as the body, but the cover is being flapped.
Yep.
No! That's hard.
I feel like it'll have a bookmark in there for like a tail.
Yeah.
Yes. One of those old style like ribbons that are built into the book.
Yeah, so you've got one that acts like the tongue, the really thin one that acts like the tongue, and then they've got the bookmarks with the tassels on it.
Yes.
The tassels, the tail. Yep.
No.
On that note, we're going to go for break because
Someone's being accosted.
it sounds like someone needs to sort out their other half.
It sounds like someone needs to give them some much needed attention.
Maybe rephrase that a little bit, like
Needs to go and make sure that their poorly other half is tucked into bed.
There we go. That
I
works.
should definitely take him into bed. Definitely.
Not on stream.
Serious set, guys.
No.
Right, it is time for break. I'm going to get up, get a stretch, go to the bathroom, one of these wonderful things. While I'm on break, I'll be playing 3 minutes of ads. I know they suck. Please bear with it. Let's be turn off pre-roll ads, second hour or so. Anybody coming in doesn't have to worry about Twitch's first pre-roll ads. So I'll see you all momentarily. I will not be long. I'm back. Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo.
Wee woo?
Wee woo.
Yes, wee woo. Sorry, I had to go and wash my face. I had a cream-filled donut, and I ended up with the cream all over my face.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're making your own jokes now. The funny thing is, yeah, you know what I was talking about? You know the sailor thing I posted? I found it. It's like, oh, I like that one. I'll put it on the... It's already there. Oh, shit.
Wasn't where?
Thea can't be back yet. I mentioned about creaming donuts and there was no response.
You can cream mine.
I'm pretty
I had
sure
to lull you into
that,
a false sense of security.
Thea, do you want my response?
I don't know now. I'm scared.
I'm so glad I was the other side of the room getting food when you first said that. I mean, I still heard it. I still had my headphones on. But I'm so glad that I wasn't in range of my microphone. Which for some reason is picking up every crackle of everything today.
Yeah, no. I got a box of Greg's donuts and it was one of those chocolate cream filled ones.
Dad and Mom aren't home yet, Shelby. What are you freaking out about? Yeah, Mom and Dad are at home. What are you freaking out about?
I want to say something so bad.
Shelby Land, get away from the curtain.
Message it to me then.
Come and lay down.
Now I kind of want to know
Come
what's
and lay down.
Okay.
I am so sorry. Give me 1 second, y'all.
I'm going to
I got the ice cream.
The elasticity of this cloud slime is just. Slime should not make me as happy as it does.
It depends on what slime you're talking
Do you
about.
want your ball?
What?
Shelby, do you want your ball?
I want somebody.
You want it?
Well, I don't think it's a singularity anymore then at that point. Yeah.
Right. Message sent, Thea, my dear.
Is it bad that I kind of want to know?
No, I made a promise. I made a promise that I would try my hardest not to say anything suggestible. So I'm trying my hardest not to say anything suggestible.
I feel like there's a heavy emphasis on the word say.
Yes.
I do apologize. Shelby is an anxiety-filled puppy. So she is like, I want to go out and check things. And
Gotcha.
even from my viewpoint that I have for when the car is parked, there's no one here. There's no one outside. I don't know what's going on.
Ah, gotcha. It's fine. But I could make it worse. 'Cause
Lay down.
that was a very firm voice. I also have
I
a...
do apologize.
No, you're fine, my dear. I have this image of Thea just going, okay.
Shut up! I totally thinking that.
No, I'm talking the actual puppy dog that I have currently sitting in my room.
I just realized something. If I should just let everyone, because obviously there's a sailor's uniform on my throne. If I forget it, I'm gonna wear it on the stream. The message there. Oh yeah, definitely. But it's fine.
I was impressed with Panda's command voice.
Very.
Command voice is necessary when you have dog. But command voice, very good.
Right.
Very skillful.
My lovely collection of questionable thoughts and processes.
I'm sorry, you missed out neuroses.
I was trying not to hit the nail too hard on the head.
Why? You never normally hold back. What's changed?
Poor old Thea.
I love you.
Poor old Thea is just sat there. Yeah. Sometimes you don't want to hit something so hard that they sit there and question, why the fuck are they talking about me? That's why I do it.
Well, that was why you did hit those all hard on the head on a regular basis. But anyway, that's by the by.
It's not something I wanted to hear from my sister. Thanks.
I'm certain to make a specific comment, but I'm not going to make a comment in this game.
Are you going to make a spanking comment?
No.
Promise?
No.
Oh.
This is why I can't, as a DM, some DMs are like, oh, I punish, I punish my players with X, Y, Z, and I'm like, I can't do that with mine. So why can't you? Because some of them have got degradation and praise kinks. I can't do either without them getting excited. Notice the silence from everybody. Because that silence is shut the fuck up.
Talking about.
I'm sorry, my mouth was full of food.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
My answer was going to be, and some of us couldn't give a shit either way.
No, and I wouldn't punish my players anyway, because if I turned around and said, oh, if you miss a session, I'm gonna end up putting you over my knee. A lot of them would miss it on purpose.
I'm sorry. You are in no way capable of putting most of us over your knee in real life. I mean, not because you aren't capable physically, but just because you're you, and also we're not nearby. Location difficulties are the first
definitely
reason.
not nearby.
I have this image of someone. I'd laugh if someone knocked on my door as we said this, and then Thea stops responding.
But yeah, location difficulties are.
You get a reaction of, wait, that should be a punishment?
Yeah.
Oh, I will show you.
Oh, really? Well,
there is also the fact that like several of us will just turn around to you and go, "But you're the sub dear."
Oh, we all know that that's not.
I mean, granted, not everybody.
That's also not the
Punish me
case.
harder.
That's also apparently not the case anymore.
I mean, from some of the things you've shared, yeah, that's fair. But also that depends on mood and personalities and switching the thing. And like I pointed out to you recently, it is not uncommon to top from bottom.
That's what a power bottom is.
And that
sometimes, but also sometimes it's the service sub.
Oh,
also,
I'm one of those.
Also, that YouTube is...
Yes, you are, and you are good at it.
Yes. And that YouTube is your introduction to BDSM. If you're getting it from the internet, I suggest you put down the YouTube and go outside. You should not be getting BDSM tips. You should not be getting BDSM tips from the internet. They're bad for you. A lot of them are fake and bad people.
I will tell you two things that you can take as a genuine.
Lie.
Yeah, 50 Shades is bad. The two safest and most important BDSM tips you can take from the internet. One, consent is king. There is no such thing as no consent. Non-consensual consent is something you do after years and years and years of being in the scene and with someone you trust explicitly and after many very detailed conversations, negotiations, and learning to understand each other. Okay, good. Everybody's clear on that. The second thing, just because you've read it in a book doesn't mean it's a good idea. Might feel all nice and spicy in your brain, and that's fine. Doesn't mean it's a good idea in real life. Go to proper events, learn from people who are professionals after you vet them, not like, oh, this person told me they're a professional, so therefore they'll teach me. Like literally vet them. Go to meets and get to know people and then ask for people's opinions of different teachers. And once you've got a pretty good idea and handle on the community in your area, only then do you engage with anyone. Because otherwise you are going to get injured and potentially worse than injured. Just saying. Right, that's the only advice I'm giving you.
Can I add something to the consent part?
Yeah.
Yep.
The consent can always also be revoked at any point.
Oh, yes, very important. Very important.
That's why I found a video recently that instead of teaching them no means no, which means that until you say no, consent is given. Yes means yes, and unless you say, yeah. So yes means yes, but until you say yes, consider everything a no. So it's the opposite, but the same meaning. So unless, so yes means, yeah, I'm good with it. But until I say yes, no is bulk standard.
Okay, so the bullshit of every third no is a yes.
Gotcha. Oh my god, I would punch somebody in the face. Say that to my face, I freaking dare you.
Oh,
to be clear,
anybody
I've had a person that
it's fine.
said that.
Oh, it's fine. We'll find.
No.
No, I'm not going to say what I was going to say because we're on the internet and I'll break a lot of things. So.
We have a particular set of skills. If you don't know what that reference is, good.
Anyway, before we get down another rabbit hole, we'll save the beginning of the next conversation for the next break. How's that sound?
Okay.
Okay, because that way,
Wait, do you think we will still remember it at that point?
Brandon will.
I will, because it's important.
Yeah, because what I want to do is what I want to do is that we want to make sure we have the conversation, but we also want to make sure we do it properly. And this gives Brenna time to formulate their thoughts and put together what they want to say and not get brain fuzzled. See? A smirk. Gives Brenna
To be fair,
time.
I know what I want to say, but that's fine.
Oh, go on then. It's fine. I was like, I know you were struggling with spoons and stuff today, so I was going to give you time to put thought processes.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it.
Go on then.
But to be fair, this is simple. Yes means yes implies that anything other than enthusiastic consent is a no.
Yep.
Therefore, if they say maybe later, they're saying no. If they say, I've got a headache, I don't really feel like it, or not today, all of those are no's. Anything other than hell yes is a fucking no. If they're not absolutely leading with you with yes, then it's a no. It should be so enthusiastic. Anything short of that is a no. The amount of people, and I say people because it doesn't matter what gender you are, who's had any kind of intimacy with another person where they haven't really wanted to but have felt obligated to or pressured to or have been nagged into it.
Okay.
None of those situations are a yes. That's what yes means.
Yeah, it's all right.
That's it. I'm done.
Because in some cases, the consent when it comes to me is giggling and later tonight, please.
Yeah, but that's
okay. When you have a trusted partner and stuff,
there are differences.
There are different ways of communicating, and that's okay too. But you've had the previous conversation.
Exactly, and like you said later tonight, please. That is not saying I don't feel like it. That is saying I feel like it, but right now I'm busy. There's a difference. And later, please also implies an enthusiastic yes. There was a please involved.
It was an enthusiastic yes, because I'm going to stop talking.
The shy giggle is also the enthusiastic yes in that particular context of a long-term committed relationship where it's a genuinely slightly shy giggle. There is a difference if it's someone you've just met, because you can't tell with someone you've just met if it's a shy giggle or a scared giggle.
Those are
because
different
a lot
things.
of people giggle when they're nervous.
Yeah, and we should probably play the game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I've messaged Brett what I did.
I muted my mic.
You're playing because you're playing with a kitty. Kitty.
I had to reassure Penny that I wasn't mad at her at all. It was Kai and Shelby that I was starting to get agitated with. So
in that case then, right, Brenna, Amethyst, are you ready?
Yeah.
Cool. Saf, you ready? Saf?
Yes.
Good.
I was brain dead for a minute.
Fair enough. Cassie, you ready? Zalia, you ready? Uh-oh. Oh, there you go. Cool. Right. We're going to start off with Cassie, who is currently risking detention flying around the rafters. So, Cassie, the rafters you are flying amongst have been completely cleaned because the school knows that certain students have phobias of certain things that we're not going to mention, so the school makes sure they're cleaned and tidied and make sure that nothing ever comes into the school. That's as far as that subject kind of goes. Oh, well, just we'll deal with we'll go back to total. Anyway, so think overarching rafters. There are no support beams. It is a complete semicircle, almost dome-like, running across the center. Everything is clean and tidy, and the lights that actually are supposed to be lights, that aren't magical ones, are large wagon wheel-esque chandeliers. They have actual lights hanging from them that are modernized. They're actual candle-shaped light bulbs. The other things, which are the firefly-type candles that Cassie is chasing after, are therefore aesthetic. To give that mystique, magical eyes and everything else. Cassie.
Well, I'm gonna capture the aesthetic.
I need you to give me a brains roll. Difficulty of 6, please.
Got a 1 on a D8. I feel sad.
With a 1, Cassie, you reach for one of these creatures. It escapes your grasp entirely because you do not have full control of your broom. Can you give me a flight roll, please? Difficulty of 8.
Nice. Got a 1. Contemplating lying, but I was like, no, Dark will know, probably.
Oh, yeah, I know by your tone. Because you can't lie.
Yeah, I know. I'm talking to an autist, a rhythm with autism.
Yeah, you can't lie at all, like in any way, shape, and or form. Your tone shifts when you try to tell pork pies. But do you remember, you now have 2 tokens because you have 2 failed rolls. Also, Amethyst, Saf, Zazalia, you hear a very loud, resounding crash, bang, and the sound of a beanbag chair exploding. As Cassie, you have gone headfirst into a collection of beanbag chairs. The styrofoam balls are now raining down from the sky. As Miss Tasty...
You just...
Go on.
You just hear me yell out, "Nobody breathe!" You know when the styrofoam balls in your chest, I'm just saying.
Oh, styrofoam balls. I'm sure someone wants balls in their chest.
No.
On their chest and their mouth.
On, not in. You don't want to breathe in styrofoam balls.
No, styrofoam ones, no. Cassie, you are starfished in the bottom of this collection of bean bags that have just ruptured everywhere, and you feel this looming presence over you as you hear you hear the librarian's fingernails tapping on a nearby bookshelf. Well, well, well. What exactly is it we have here then, huh? Did somebody have a bit of an accident? Did somebody try breaking?
I wanted something and I fell off the broom.
Well, you did get something, my dear. Do you know what that thing is that you got?
Detention.
Detention?
Well done. I will see you.
See, I'm a smart cookie.
Can you give me a charm roll, please?
Right.
No. Give me a charm roll. Give me a charm roll, difficulty of 10.
Got a 3.
Now, young lady, sarcasm will get you nowhere. I'm sure you are strikingly intelligent, but after watching you crash burn and not read the signs that says no brooms inside the premises, destroying my beanbags, and now making it rain styrofoam balls, your intelligence... I don't think it's lack of intelligence. I think it's lack of banking on an opportunity of while I wasn't looking. I will see you back here at 4 o'clock. Do I make myself clear?
Yeah.
Yes, what, young lady? She just sits there, just like taps her nails on the one of the bookshelves. Well, how about you
So
come?
you're gonna get out of me. Sorry, Teach.
Oh no.
That hour's detention just became 2.
Oh, good. Then I can put my mouth to some use then.
I see. Is this where Saf? Can you give me a brawl roll, please? Difficulty of 5.
Why am I fighting someone?
You're not fighting anyone. You're gonna rugby tackle Cassie before she opens her mouth even more.
I'm just having visions of this teacher trying to decide whether this is sass from a place of like, because teacher hot, or whether this is sass from a place of just pure sass.
11.
Actually, 13 or 12. No, 12 because of my +1 for the thing.
Cassie, as you're giving this teacher sass, the next thing you see is the ceiling again. And Cassie and Saf has a hand have the hands of your mouth, and
Shut up.
the librarian looks down and goes, "One of your friends, Saf? Are you supposed to be looking after them?"
Say friend, but yes, I'm supposed to be looking after them.
You're doing a very good job, my dear. Now are you?
Hey, I do the best that I can. Nobody said I was perfect.
Fine.
It would be lies.
Hang on, I will get to you in a second, Panda. Saf, can you give me a charm roll, please? Difficulty of 6. 6, I lowered it because of previous year, and if you succeed, you'll tell me why I would have lowered the roll.
Charm?
Charm.
I have a D4 for that.
Uh-oh.
It's a 1.
Oh dear. Well, Saf, keep them educated, shall we say. Now, we do not use brooms in the library. We do not touch the creatures in my library. And think long and hard about the sash you're about to give me, Cassie, my dear. You still have.
She's aggressively holding her mouth shut. Like, if you say anything, I swear to God.
You still have like.
I'm just.
Saf's hands over your mouth, waiting for the.
Oh, good.
I'm just gonna do
I
this
will
in
smother
character.
you with a pillow.
Voices. Brenna.
Sorry.
I'm just gonna do this in character.
Okay.
So sorry, Miss. Could you just run through the rules again, please, so I can make a note in my journal?
We will run through those momentarily, my dear. Cassie, what did you want to do?
I'm gonna bite Sav's hand. Not. Okay, wait, hang on. I'm gonna bite it, but not as hard as Saf would think.
Oh.
I'm going to give her a warning bite.
Oh, you're gonna give them a love bite. Oh, hang on, that's not. Never mind.
Warning. Warning bite.
Okay, give me a brawl roll. I need a brawl roll from Cassie and a grit roll from Saf.
3.
5.
Saf, you managed to hold your ground with your hands over Cassie's mouth, even though she's biting you from the. She's What did you want to do, Thea? What did you want to do? Your hand's being bitten and chewed on like an enthusiastic kitten. Did you want to do something?
I'm just gonna whisper in their ear. I don't think that's gonna get the reaction you want.
Oh my.
Oh dear, that's not the reaction I was hoping for.
I think that needs to be a fight roll from Saf and a grit roll from Cassie.
Got a 7.
A 19.
Well, on the plus side, Cassie gets a token. Cassie, you stop biting Saf very quickly. As you think she's playing, but the look in her eyes is like, don't try me.
Do you really want to know if it's a game?
I'll bite you back.
I really want to find out if I'm
Oh,
kidding.
Saf, I'll figure out soon enough.
Right, Brenna, if you're ready for the rules of the library, you ready?
It's like, let me go back to the right page.
Uh-huh.
Ready?
Right. Also, wait a second. Saf, where's your other one? There was a pink-haired one in here earlier that came in with you. Where are they?
Can I just gift the teacher cookie now?
Just like stood behind them and just like jabbing them in the ribs with a cookie.
No, It's gonna be like cookie, like giving it to them.
You're like, ah.
I like the fact that you're saying it. It almost sounds like a question of can I have one, but actually you're giving them away.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, Miss Tasty just looks at you and goes, what the? Ah, you need a bell. Creepy. Anyway, yes. Since everybody is here. Right.
So you want a cookie?
I would like a cookie, yes. But let me finish talking first. Like, I'll pat you on the head. Right. The obvious ones. No flying in the library. Okay?
Oh.
No fighting. Arguing is permitted as long as it is educational. If you borrow a book, bring it back by the deadline. Do not draw in the books. Do not paint in the books. Do not do arts or crafts in any designs in any way, shape, or form inside the books. Do not lick the books. That one's because of Saf, by the way.
I want to know how it tasted.
Yeah, we don't lick the books.
I want to know why people thought that painting in the side of a book was a good idea.
There was a group of people in here that thought they needed to illustrate the books themselves.
My fault. The illustrations are bad.
Oh, I'm starting to remember why I wanted to ban you now, Saf. You may talk in the library with no restriction to volume as long as you keep it respectful. Any and all disagreements that need to be brought to a conclusion will be coming to me or the other head. What we say is final. What we say is the end of it. Doesn't matter how big or how small the argument is, what we say goes. And there's a bunch of other ones, Brandon, that like normal, like, I mean, obviously the eating and drinking.
Just normal library rules. Yeah.
Like apart from the you can talk, but like the eating and drinking section is like you can only eat and drink in the cafe area. Do not bring food and drink into the library, or I will. Yeah, you did. Then she starts.
Your time in my library.
Pardon?
At your time in the library.
Rapidly.
I feel like muted devices would probably also be a requirement.
Oh yeah, but majority of the time, if you're in the library, it's classed as school time, so you're not allowed devices anyway.
Well, you might be allowed a laptop if you were typing your notes.
But she just turns. But Miss Tasty just turns to you and goes, "Amethyst, did that answer your questions, my dear, or would you like to me to answer some more?"
Nope, that was really helpful. Thank you, Mish.
Wonderful. Cassie, okay, where's Cassie? Cassie, no, okay. Saf, would you like to behand your friend?
Keeping them like this now.
Well, don't stop sitting on them and let them stand up then at least.
Oh, fine.
Can I put a cookie in Cassie's mouth?
What type of cookie?
Just a normal one.
Cassie? You go to open your mouth and you have a cookie put in it.
Okay.
Also, can you do me a favor, Cassie?
Mm-hmm.
I need you to give me a flight roll, please.
Oh no.
3.
3.
You okay?
You need to roll again.
The dice are angry.
Yeah. That sucks.
The dice have chosen
Right.
violence.
We'll need to make an offering to the dice gods on Cassie's behalf now.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Right. So the only people who has wristbands currently, it's just Cass, it's just Saf and Zelia, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay,
Right.
so I need to roll again.
Yeah, I was gonna get you to roll twice because I've got an idea for something.
I got a 10 on a
Ooh.
D10.
Ooh, in that case, then roll again. And then add the numbers together.
8.
18, wonderful.
So 18.
Offering to the dice gods clearly worked.
In that case, then. Oh, Cassie, your broom comes back, and your broom comes back bearing a gift. It comes back.
Is it the fireflies?
No, it comes back bearing the wristband. You know what wristband it's bearing, don't you, Cassie?
The dragon one!
Yeah.
The dragon.
I need to figure out which color.
I'm gonna. Color?
Yours would be green.
Yeah, mine would be green.
Yeah. Yours would be green.
What is it for? Is it for flying?
This one was for flight, but because of the fact that Cassie was going after another creature because she's got this insatiable love for everything and anything and curiosity and boundness, that's why I went with green, because it's universal love of all existences.
And that's what Cassie's class is.
I know yours conveniently lines up with what your house is.
Wait, I should have remembered the color of the bracelet.
You should have done, yeah.
Oh.
Thea's is red. Cassie, Saf's is red. Cassie's is green. I remember Brandon might have to tell me what color Zelia's is.
Purple, I believe.
Considering the one that's left, that makes sense.
Blue's bracelet looks like it's made of freshly baked bread. Blue's bracelet looks like it's made of freshly baked bread. It smells of cookies and has bonded with her draconic magic attribute.
Oh, in that case, yeah, yours would be purple. Yours would be purple, Blue. Purple, Zelia. I don't want to confuse people with that one. So we have we have blue, and we have yellow left. Anyway, would you guys like to jump forward a little bit after the styrofoam balls have been cleaned up? Cassie has stopped licking Saf's hand to get them to get their hand, even though they've got a cookie in their mouth. Saf's still like hands either side to stop them from damn it. But it's fine.
Can I do some?
Yes.
Can I also slightly sneakily put a cookie in Steph's mouth, or well, near their mouth and near Amethyst's mouth as well?
You just want to stand there and just be like a cookie ninja.
Maybe.
Okay. Give me a flight roll, because we're going to use that for stealth, versus the pet. So you're going to need to give me flight, Zelia, and then Amethyst and Saf need to give me grit. We're going to use grit for like a perception thing.
I rolled a 2.
Eight.
14.
Oh yeah. You have been ninja cookied.
Ninja cookie.
So
I never saw it coming.
The sound is so fucking dark.
you never saw the cookie coming. But it's fine. So yeah, Amethyst and Saf, the pair of you just stood there. So all you hear is the high pitched cookie as the pair of you have a cookie shoved in your face, gently, lovingly, but it's stuck in the corner of your mouth. You just pair of you like, oh.
Num num cookie.
I go cross-eyed looking at it.
It's just like, the fuck did that come from?
I'm confused because it's my favorite, and I haven't told anybody what my favorite is yet.
That's the cookie senses. Mm-hmm.
My cookie senses are tingling.
So I am going to send Happy a DM telling them what my favorite cookie flavor is.
Okay.
So that they will know going forwards, because their cookie senses told them what my favorite cookie flavor is.
Right. Cassie, after you have spent the past hour or so cleaning up all of the styrofoam balls without sass to the librarian in any way, shape, or form, because every time you try, someone gives you another cookie. So at this point, you've been stuffed so full of cookies, you can't give sass because you're sitting there going, I know if I eat another cookie, I'm going to throw up. Miss Tasty comes over to you and goes, well done, my dear. Thank you for tidying up. I do appreciate it. Don't look at me like that.
Don't look at me in that tone of voice.
It's not worth it, man. It's not worth it.
I will make you a deal. How does this sound? Are you ready? If you are so fascinated with the insects that I keep in my library, if you promise to come here an hour every day at the end of school to help me take care of them, I will consider your detention gotten rid of. And you can help me look after them. You can't keep one because it goes against school policy. But I will show you where they live. I will show you how they operate and everything else. And I will teach you how to feed them and look after them. Would you like that?
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, I realized you only went after them because of sheer curiosity. And who am I to put a stopper on your curiosity? Why would I want to do that? I want you to come back in here. So, does she do this a lot? See, it doesn't.
I mean,
Need to quit.
we haven't known her that long, and yes.
Cassie's just got distracted because one of the little the little candle bugs are flown past. She's like, huh? Cassie, let's focus for a second. If you would like to keep one, if you can promise me that you can come here every day, at least for, we'll say 2 weeks minimum, I will consider giving you one at the end of the school year as a reward. Do you think you can last that long?
I suspect she'll just be there
Yes.
every day for the rest of the school year.
Yeah, I think the pet.
You're just not
yeah.
going to get rid of her.
She sees you put your pinky up, the pinky promise. She goes, "Oh, a pink! I have never been able to do one of these before." So yes, we will pinky promise on it. She pulls out her wand. It is a beautifully carved, ornate dragon head wand. She goes, now, would you like to do this the mundane way, or would you like to do this the magical way, my dear?
What does the magical way entail?
The magical way would be entail a form of magical contract between myself and yourself. And then if it is breached, then the contract is null and void, and I do not have to hold myself accountable to fulfilling my side of the bargain. While if we do this magically and you fulfill your side, I am magically inclined to fulfill my side. Mainly just so I don't, mainly it's just so, in all honesty with you, my dear, it's just so that I don't forget. I have the memory, I might, considering how much memory that I need to remember every single book in here, sometimes I forget things. So think of this more of as a magical reminder and post-it note. Does that sound good? Good.
Yep.
So, do you want to get your wand out as well?
Oh, yeah. And Cassie pulls out hers.
As the pair of you pinky promise, and as you cross your wands, she mutters something under her breath, and there is a poof of blue-purple smoke. Because there we go. The agreement has been made, and you're going to need this. And she hands you a diary. A thick, leather-bound diary. You will need to make sure that you take notes while we're talking, so that you can better look after these animals. And you will be using this to do so. Does that sound good? You can keep this. This is fine. There is no agreement to this. You can use this for whatever. I just thought it'd be nice to give you this diary. Well, it's not really a diary. It's more of a notebook. But you get the idea. What does it look like, Cass? What does it look like?
Like inside, outside?
Yeah, just tell me what the diary is. I say it's leather bound. So what type of leather bound? What does it look like?
Okay, so I want to say it looks kind of like Hagrid's magical monster book.
Oh.
Except for it doesn't actually like come to life or anything. It's all just made out of like crafting materials.
Oh, it just, oh. Has Miss Tasty?
Yeah, no.
Has Miss Tasty made it herself? Or does she buy it this way?
I feel like she crafted it.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, it's got your name. Weirdly enough, it has your name pre-printed, and I don't mean like handwritten. Pre-printed in gold leaf inside this book, and it says this book belongs to, and it has your full name, your full name inside the book.
That's funny because I didn't give Cassie a full name.
Oh, I know that, but yeah, the teacher, yeah, Miss Tasty just literally goes, "What? Do you not think that I do not go see the divination teachers beforehand to see which pupils are going to be the most interesting? There's a reason that the beanbags were there, my dear." There's a reason why Saf's comic books haven't moved. This is a very long...
Oh man, I thought I'd hidden those well enough.
Saf...
Meanwhile, Amethyst is sneaked off.
Yes.
She sat cross-legged on the floor reading a book. It's still attached to a shelf by a chain.
Yeah.
And she had to coax it into opening.
Oh, really? Can you give me a charm roll, please? Difficulty of 6.
I only have a 4 of charm, so no, because there's no point.
You've got
adversity tokens.
Yep.
True.
You have 3 of them.
But if they only got a 1, it wouldn't make any difference.
the charm isn't about whether it's the charm is just a level of coaxing you had to give the book. If you rolled higher, which is the DC, it would have taken just gentle coaxing. This one, on the other hand, is it took a lot, and the reason you're sat cross-legged on the floor is because the book knocked you on your backside.
That's okay. I'm still petting it. I'm still like, who's a good book? Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Oh, girl, give me
Its spine very gently.
Yes. But on that note, it is break time. So we're going to go get up, get stretched to go to... Kitty!
Kitty?
Kitty!
Very pretty kitty.
Kitty wants to sit at the desk too.
Hang on.
Kitty!
Oh, cute kitty. Give pets, please. Give pets, please. POV pets.
Oh, trust me, I'm petting her.
Kitty hub. Right, we're gonna go for break. I'll see you guys in a second, because if I don't, we're gonna forget, and then we're gonna end up fucking sitting here for past break time. See you in a sec. Right, I'm gonna get up, get stretched, go to the bathroom, and those wonderful things. So while I'm on break, I will be playing 3 minutes of ads. I know they suck. Please bear with it. Just has to be told of pre-roll ads, like an hour or so. I mean, anybody coming in doesn't have to worry about Twitch's forced pre-roll ads. So I'll see you all momentarily. I don't know why I said it that way. That was weird. See you in a sec. I'm back. I'm Batman.
No, you're not. You can't be
Only in your
Batman.
dreams.
Not even then.
You can't be Batman.
I
I haven't got any bat wings.
does driving my other half Batty not count?
Nope.
Damn it.
You see, I'm also not Batman because I've got bingo wings instead of bat wings.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Branna.
I have. Go flap flap. It's very funny. I can't get rid of them, so I might as well be amused by them.
Oh dear.
I'll have to send you a video one day when I'm messing around and show you what I mean. But like genuinely, if I lift my arms up and wiggle it back and forth, it looks like I'm trying to fly.
Brenna, I've seen you do it because we've been on a video call and you sat and you started playing with them.
I mean, giggle.
I know it's fine.
Sometimes you have to just deal with the weirdness of the human body by being amused by your own weirdness.
Oh, Insomnia has decided to come back. But from
Wait.
No, all I'm gonna say is check John's server. Because somebody in the general room was saying that we shouldn't trust them.
I mean, to be fair,
Oh, basically in the UK there was a gaming festival called Insomnia, and what happened is Insomnia went.
It's very badly wrong,
and nobody got paid and all sorts of stuff.
Oh.
And the people basically what they did is somebody bought it, sold off all of the assets, and are now they reckon are now trying to build something else while using the name.
Oof.
John eventually got paid. Thank fuck for that.
Yeah, but not everybody did, as far as I'm aware. I think they only paid some creators and not all of them, and certainly not staff.
Yeah, it's fucking screwy. Talking of screwy, fucking. Oh, someone went out of the distance of their. Yeah, if they hadn't paid John, I think John was well within his rights to take them to court. Because yeah, you had to pay to go and see that.
Looking at the comments that are in the Discord, the screenshot of people's responses, and knowing that at least the bottom one is somebody who I believe was involved in running it originally, as a staffer, not as an owner. Yeah, no, we will not be supporting this incarnation of Insomnia.
It's fine. We have UKEG. Yeah.
To be fair, with how expensive the world's getting, people aren't going to be able to afford to go to a lot of these things anyway.
Oh God,
as much as we all enjoy them.
I'd like to go to a convention.
I mean, I won't be going next year because I can't justify the cost.
No, I've never been to a convention. Oh, I tell you, I've been to a small comic book convention by me. I would like to go to one of the bigger ones.
Don't get me wrong, UKG is amazing. Like, I really enjoyed it in 2023, and I am looking forward to it this year.
Panda, are you cleaning your dice? Are you cleaning?
Huh? No.
Thought you were...
Even though they probably need a good scrub.
I thought you were.
No, I'm trying to duct tape a piece
Gotcha.
of the watch together.
Oh, gotcha. I thought you were punishing the dice for rolling bad.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah, precisely, Chloe.
I still think it's funny that I finally at some point just gave up and offered one of my dice to the freaking guardians in my friend's house. I was like, please just help me roll better. And instead of rolling better, they just made it more comical. And I was like, wow, guys. Thanks for the help.
It's fine.
It's annoying. I now need to open like the what are they called? The drinking energy drink. Not like a what energy drink is normally in. I forgot the complete name of it.
Can, bottle, carton.
Can, yes.
Gotcha.
A can. I forgot a word for can and bottle at the same time. I was like, really? I cannot open it with my right hand now because the finger I normally open it with is the one that got bitten by the cat and it hurts.
Yeah.
And I now need to do it with the other hand, but I'm like, I don't know how to do this. Yeah.
The exasperated sighs of Lord in the background.
Yes.
This is why I have gadgets.
Yeah.
Gadgets to open things are great.
Normally, I don't have the problem. But since the cat decided to put their teeth in my finger, not a little bit anyway, and I have a feeling it's also slightly infected.
How? Do you know how to treat it?
Yes.
Good.
I mean, it happened yesterday, so it's not like. But one is again. Sometimes I always have. For some reason, I always have that my words. Damn it.
Fine, my love. It's fine. We all struggle with
Not the
talking.
nail bad, but like the part that is like underneath the nail. That's like slightly covers the nail as well.
Yeah.
Where the nail grows from.
Nail bed.
No, that's underneath.
Cuticle?
Cuticle. Somehow my cuticles always get hit. So currently there's a slight hole in a cuticle. Because of one of the teeth that went in there.
Oh dear.
So yeah, that's fun.
I still need to find the goth princess dress. Still can't find one. Every one I can find is fucking expensive as shit. That's definitely not one I can send to Thea.
I mean, you need to find one.
Need to find what?
Find one.
Yes, I need to find one.
There's on the not the tiny sizes and and it's not too expensive.
Yep.
The problem is that, unless I haven't unmuted myself, I'm unmuted everybody else, not me. But the problem is that the pretty princess dresses tend to be made in Asian person sizes if they're at a affordable price point.
Yeah,
rather than in European person sizes. And that's fine, but that makes it really difficult to get them for anybody with a larger body size.
It sucks. It's fine. Dear. Never mind. Right.
But we keep looking.
Yes, we keep looking. Right.
I'm not what's currently looking.
I
mean, in theory, if I can find one near here, I can just take it with me.
But the funny thing is, as I mentioned it to Blue, and the next thing I know is Blue just sending me screenshots. I'm like, what are you doing? Nothing. Like, why are you sending me screenshots then? No reason.
I just still need to send the feature model to you, but
I mean, to be fair, like Blue is in the right location to possibly be able to get one. To be able to find one that isn't insanely expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
In terms of country, anyway. I don't know your exact location, so I'm not assuming that you are in terms of like, but in terms of country, you're in the right location.
Right then, my.
Maybe if I scrub them down, they won't give me that ones anymore. I made dice soup.
I mean,
Fucking
it's more about
not Blue. Fucking Panda's waterboarding their dice for failing so much. My God. Holy shit.
Normally, I would just say, normally I would just recommend giving them a little sprinkle of salt or a little cleansing waft of some incense. But when all else fails, drown them in salt water.
I use Dawn dish soap and water and a butter. Hopefully, they won't suck.
You're giving them a spa day.
Oh dear. Right. To give him a spa day. Yeah, she's passing it off as a spa day, but in actuality, she's going to hold them down to the bubble stop.
Hi, Shadow. You okay?
See, I said hold them down to the bubble stop, not hold them down till they stop giggling.
The giggling is why there are bubbles.
I have to do something quickly. Everyone can just hold on for a sec while I grab something.
Why is that not in focus?
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
She went away again. She went away again. I put the camera on, then she goes away.
There you go.
Ah, she's gone for food.
Okay, my problem is it's in the Netherlands.
I know.
I know.
Like I said, could work something out there.
Why won't you? Why I have a universal.
Import fees don't apply if it's in the suitcase.
That is very true.
No, it didn't transfer me to the UK version, so I was a bit bummed out, but it's fine. Anyway, right before I get fuck. What's she? Please tell me she's not taking them outside to hose them down. That would be
He's probably going to get salt.
Oh dear.
I think even if I would order it just a week beforehand, I would have it like on time, like slightly before I leave here.
Oh, I like I
back, you can still even return it if it isn't.
It's
You can
fine.
think about it.
Yeah, well, I generally don't want people to worry about it. It's fine. It's something that I think I know what I want in my head, and it's going to come in multiple pieces.
So apparently, you need to hold on to all your dice whenever you put them in a when you try to rinse them off, because that's how dice become stuck, folks, in the sink.
Did you get it back?
It looks nice.
Yes, luckily all the dice are not small enough to actually go down the sink drain.
I've just realized something. Panda, did you just hold them over the garbage disposal and say roll low again, bitch, and see what happens?
No, I use the bathroom sink mainly just because of I knew that it would be easier, especially since it's closer.
That's fine.
But no, I made sure to rinse them off because soaps and suds don't mix. And now I'm drying them off the best I can.
I just realized something. When Blue comes to visit, I can pay them for I can pay them with visits and trips and stuff for doing all the VTuber stuff for me. Wait, what?
No, you already paid for it because I'm staying at your place instead of doing...
My other half found out you were staying. She's like, so which room should we put them in? I'm like, what? Yeah, we'll put them in a room. It's fine.
Well, I also do have to talk about something with that stuff there, but that's something.
That's fine. We'll talk about that, my dear. Don't worry about it. It's fine. There's a few things I'm assuming that you've got to take care of, and it's all good. I would literally end up majority like last time when someone came to visit, we ended up. I slept downstairs in a little pull-out thing and they took our bedroom.
I don't want to take your bedroom.
Oh no! Trust me, it's less for. It's more of a case of if something goes wrong with Tiny, then I don't have to worry about accidentally waking somebody else up.
Fair enough.
So don't stress about it. Right, Amethyst, you ready?
So many pretty dresses.
I'm ready. I mean, yeah, I'm ready. I'm just looking at goth tiaras.
Zillia,
I'm also definitely looking at goth dresses now or anything. No, definitely not.
Zillia, are you ready?
Yes.
I just found your princess crown, and I'm going to send you the link.
Oh god. Saf, are you ready?
Now I want to buy a dress.
Yeah, now I want a crown as well, but there we go.
I'm going to assume that Panda's ready because oh shit, Panda has gone to go and sort out their dice. That was funny. Sorry, that was quite funny.
Actually, no, that was accurate.
That was quite funny. Right. Having circumnavigated, that's fucking cool. Circumnavigated the detention.
Right?
Made friends with the librarian, and I say friends loosely. Would you guys like to go to a different room, or would you go to the cafe to sit to like the little coffee shop inside and trying to figure out what the fuck is going on? I've given a bunch of people with ADHD a decision to make. This might take a while.
Sorry, what? I was kind of running out. What did you say?
Would you
We can go into another room.
Yep.
Or the cafeteria, where the coffee shop is.
The coffee shop, yes.
I mean, has anybody noticed that Amethyst is sat reading a book yet?
Nope.
Or did they not notice that yet?
It's a case of you're sat, but the bookshelves that are nearby Amethyst are all half shelves. So as soon as you sat on the floor, nobody can see you.
Cool. Nobody knows where I am when I'm reading a book. I mean, that's heaven for me.
Yeah.
So
The only person that will notice where you are is Mrs. Tasty, so it's fine.
I was gonna say that Cecilia would probably have been trying to search a book with some special recipes for like baking, but
that's fine. Well, we've already established.
I did say earlier.
Yeah.
We did say earlier that one of the cooking books had been like puppy flying at you and looking at you and behaving like a puppy. So.
To be fair, at that point I was slightly distracted.
Yeah, well, that was the reason that the book was flapping at you, was to justify what your avatar was doing.
So it secretly went into my bag. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, it basically was trying to come with you.
It decided that you were its mum because it could smell the baking on you.
Yeah. Brenna, Amethyst, can you give me a brains roll, please?
Yep.
Someone's still looking at dresses.
Maybe. Well, not necessarily dressed anymore, but
Up on the hill with a great big dildo.
So that's 19.
Cool. After your friend made the beanbags explode and everything else, you have sat down to... Ooh. Damn it. You have sat down to read a
Someone
book.
got distracted.
Very. Easily distracted. Doesn't take much. You have sat down, somehow managed to convince this book to come off the pedestal and let you read it. Your charm roll was poor. But with a 19 on a brains roll, I think instead of being charming, you've used your intelligence to do this. How would you have used your brains to get the book off the pedestal?
I told it what a good book it was and how handsome it was, and what a strong cover it had, and how very clear it was that it was an excellent book with an excellent pedigree.
Okay.
And basically just kept telling it how clever it was until it just decided it would let me read it.
Okay. Can you give me
It felt appreciated.
Yeah, give me a grit roll, please. Just straightforward grit roll. No DC. Just straightforward grit.
Eight.
Sorry, I went to go and get actual food because I've been snacking.
That's fair enough. Yeah, you don't notice anything. Nothing at all. All good.
Because I'm reading, or because I'm not noticing the book doing something?
The book isn't doing anything. You notice your friend's going away, but you don't noticing anything else. You notice nothing else. Nothing at all. In any way, shape, or form. But you do see your friends. You see your friends walking away to the little cafe in the corner. Would you put the book down to go and join them?
Well, they didn't invite me, so no.
I don't think they think you've already gone. Saf, would you look for your cousin?
Yeah, I guess I would.
Fancy Shadow.
How would you
What's
look?
wrong?
How would you look for them?
I like to imagine there's a freaking family whistle of, hey, where is everybody?
Oh, I like that.
Our family's gonna be so large.
Hi, Ducky. Would I what? What did you what? 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 What did you what? Okay.
Ducky, I had food. You can't be mad at me.
What would the whistle be? You know, that you actually have to. Bless you, pretty lady.
I don't know. All I can. Oh, I'm sorry, but the Hunger Games one came to mind.
I think that one just gets Amethyst's attention because they've read the Hunger Games.
Read the books, watched the movies. The books are better than the movies.
Oh god, yeah. You just.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The movies are okay, but.
You just so Saf, as soon as you do the whistle, you see Amethyst shoot up like a meerkat.
Just my head pops up. Like, I don't stand. Just do the head pop up.
Oh dear. I'm sure they would look for them. Right, then. Saf, you see the little head of your cousin, the purple hair flowing in the wind. You're not sure where the wind has come from, but you see it flowing in the wind.
Were we leaving or staying?
My hair's always flowing in the wind.
Was that the decision? Were we staying or going?
The coffee shop, didn't you?
Okay, I'm gonna like start herding the group that I have towards where she's sitting.
Like a sheepdog. Come boy, come boy. Here boy, come boy.
Come by, come by.
Come boy.
Or in this
Wait.
case, come here, girl. Come on, let's go.
Wait.
Nom nom cookie!
Saf already has her familiar, right?
Yeah, but she doesn't.
Yes.
She doesn't actually know what it is or where it is.
It
Found it.
exists when and where it wants to.
Yeah, just because you
Fair.
found it doesn't mean she knows where it is.
Pretty much
You mean
every
it
morning she
teleported
wakes
to
up and
her?
the motherfucker's gone.
Yeah. I think Saf's familiar
Fair enough.
changes gender with them, and Saf forgets. So that the familiar is always there, but because it changes gender, they look at it and go, "That's not my familiar. Who the fuck are you?" But yeah, Amethyst, you're being herded by your cousin with Cassie and Zelia. It's just like,
No, you can't because I'm still holding the book. Look, she's chained. He's chained. You'll hurt the book.
We're going to the
Please let me-
cafe. Come on.
Let me put the book back properly. It'll get hurt if you pull on the chain too hard.
Oh, okay.
feels like I know
You watch
something.
me put it back with such reverence and like very, very gently and whisper, "Thank you."
Cool. Can you give me another grit roll, please, Amethyst? Like you saying, if you're too rough with the chain, the book will get hurt. I'm sure I know exactly what was running through Thea's head at that moment in time.
11.
11. Cool.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
With an 11,
I thought.
with an 11 Amethyst, you put the book down gently. You stroke it to say thank you, and realize that as you're stroking it, there is a wristband on your arm.
Where did that come from?
But it's a lovely yellow one. Lovely yellow one, which is the one for emotional intelligence, by the way. But you put the book down, just look at the you've got no idea where the hell it came from, but it looks like the others. It looks like the dragon one that Zelia, Saf, and Cassie all have. What you do with that information is up to you, my dear.
I just look at it a bit surprised and just poke it gently and go, "Do you do anything?"
You poke it and it goes, "Rawr."
You do something. Okay, then that being the case, I stroke where the chin of the dragon would be to see what happens.
Nothing.
Well, that's disappointing.
That's what she said.
I spank where its butt would be with my finger.
Nothing. The hell? Why would you spank it?
It made a noise.
I would
when
almost
when I
take time for a
poked it.
kink roll, but
Made a noise when I poked it. I was just checking. I tried pet it, didn't do anything, so I tried spank it.
That sounds like a dom dealing with a brat. Just saying.
What? Try pet it doesn't work. Try spanking it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much how brat taming works. To be fair,
I poked it
it's a good
and
part of it anyway.
I poked it and it made a noise, so I stroked it and nothing happened, so I spanked it. Oh God.
You gotta figure out
there is
what's a
also-
punishment and what's a punishment.
Anyway, Saf, how do you herd?
well.
How do you herd the uwu? No. Oh dear.
I mean, that's what happens when you find the punishment.
Talking of uwu, as Saf, as you are herding your little group, you see the familiar form of...
Well.
You see the familiar form of...
Well.
That's twice in a row. Well timed. I'm just saying. I know they're accidental, but that's fucking well timed. You see the shape. You're fine, sweetheart. I think it's hilarious. I mean, we know that you have them, and we're making fun of it, but we're doing it because we love you, sweetheart. But yeah, you see the familiar form of Kevin.
Well.
Kevin.
And he says, "Oh no! Oh no! I'm not really here. I'm invisible."
Hi, Kevin.
The higher years someone from the high, they gave me a special cloak, and they said it would make me invisible. It didn't work, did it?
Bad news. No.
Oh, I spent money on that cloak too.
Sorry, buddy.
Oh.
Wait. Kevin, did one of the higher up years ask you for money for a cloak they claimed would make you invisible?
Yeah, they said that it would make me invisible, and I could sneak around and get rumors and stuff.
Which child?
All right, before I answer that question, Panda, what did you want to say?
Not ooh. Can I actually make his cloak invisible?
No, but you've just watched Amethyst get very angry all of a sudden and ask which person it was that sold them the cloak.
Wasn't me this time.
Amethyst.
You wouldn't be angry because you wouldn't have lied. You would have done
need
it.
to take a chill pill just a little bit, okay?
Oh, I'm chill.
I find that funny from the person who just just crash landed into a bunch of beanbag chairs.
I'm so chill that I'm going to turn somebody into a human icicle.
Oh, magic. But you just see
No, not magic.
No.
I will literally put a popsicle up that butt.
Oh, Miss Tasty comes behind you and goes, "No, if we're going to deal with this, we're going to deal with this properly. Would you like to deal with this properly? We can deal with this with words, or we can put you into a protective field, and you guys can fight it out." Not that way, Saf. We tried it your way, and there was a lot of blood everywhere.
I mean, I don't have any spells yet, so probably ought to do it with words, but I'd quite like to harm them.
You don't have spells yet? I can give you a couple. That's fine. I don't like I don't like the child that did this to Kevin either, and my hands are tied. But if we do this in a sanctioned match,
yes, please.
But don't forget, there's 4 of you, and I'm sure if you get them to agree to a 4-on-1, because I'm sure they're cocky as shit. Oh, you didn't hear me say that, by the way.
Yes, please.
Then we will make an agreement, and they can't back out of it. How does that sound?
Yes, please, miss. Yes, please. Yes. I'd like
Good.
to hurt.
Okay.
Come on, I fight last year for my honor, and I get in trouble.
Thea first.
I hurt them in an entirely.
Right. Thea, then Panda, and then Brenna. Okay. So Thea.
It will.
I fight last year for my honor to defend myself, and I get put back a year. Now you're telling us we are allowed to fight other students? Pick a lane.
We did pick a lane. This way there's less fisticuffs, and we can actually sanction the fights and rank you on them.
All right, at least I introduced a new... Nah, I'm gonna be the main character. I want out of this.
Panda.
Okay, so Amethyst, Zelia, Staff. We all need to either fan out find the culprit. And one of us need to stick with Mr. I don't have an invisibility cloak. But yes, Miss Tasty, that would be fine. Pretty sure if they're cocky enough, yeah, we can get a 4-on-1.
Amethyst?
Yes, I'd like to hurt them in a sanctioned and completely above board and within the school rules way.
Zelia?
Yeah, can I give Kevin a cookie? But it'll be like, cookie? Like, slowly, and maybe accidentally sneak up to him.
Just, you need a bell!
Why does everyone keep saying that? I want to give everyone a cookie. Because people feel sad, so I give cookie.
Yeah, but you move more quiet. You move quieter than Saf does when they're trying to get up to mischief.
But I'm not even trying to be quiet.
Honestly, worse.
I mean, yes, I have it in. Like when I work in a shop. I somehow always scare the people in the shop because they don't hear me.
That's fine. I can just imagine the reason you're like light on your feet is because you don't want to scare people because of all the noise. So you try to be light on your feet.
On my feet. That's the worst.
That's fine. But yeah, I think Miss Tasty just kind of goes. You just see her like bring up her wand, flick upwards, and she calls forth the person that Kevin has accused, and it is a 6'6" wall of a human being that goes by the name of Augustus. Miss Tasty goes, right, Augustus, you have been accused of giving another pupil a falsified and illegitimate magical item that you said would make them invisible. The 4 lovely ladies in front of you. Saf, it is lady today, isn't it? Or is it in between? Which one is it? I do apologize. I'm not used to this whole thing yet. It's been a very long day. Saf.
Was that English? Because it did not process in my brain as English.
The teacher's just inquiring whether the young lady was correct or not.
Saf's gonna like feel their body. Like, how do I feel today? Yeah, it works.
Fine, wonderful. But yeah, Augustus goes, I do not.
Don't play with your own boobs.
Saf just looks at you and goes, I do not give a shit what you say. That idiot Kevin, so stupid. Who believes that the invisibility cloaks are real? Foolish boy.
Why is it always Frenchmen?
Because I can't do German.
Because everybody gets really irritated by the French accent when done this way.
That's so wrong.
What's up, Blue?
Can I stuff a cookie in his face? And this time forcefully.
Ooh, give me a brawl roll. Give me a brawl roll.
I just got such deja vu for that comment. Like, have I heard you do that sometime before?
What?
Have I heard Happy at some point in another game, not this game, but in another game, forcefully do a nice thing to hurt somebody who's being an asshole?
A few times, yeah. It's like Blue's thing.
That's okay. Then. That's why I got deja vu.
My characters tend to also sneak up and then be like some interesting words and then just kill them from the back.
Usually one of them was Blue sneaking up behind him when they had their swashbuckler rogue, stab someone and go shh, go to sleep, and then push them off the side of a ship.
Or like you're like bye, and then just push them off.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I just
that's a 9.
The deja vu hit with such strength that I was really baffled. That's why I asked.
Yeah, you just see Augustus goes, "What the fuck is this?" I think you're like hands deep inside his mouth. Miss Tasty's like, "Magical means only, please. We don't choke each other."
But it's a magical cookie.
That might be that might be the case, but we don't choke people internally. Take your hand out of his mouth, please.
Okay.
Like roll. Like a plunger sound.
Accidentally taking a teeth. Yeah, accidentally taking a teeth with me back.
Taking his teeth. What is he wearing? Dentures.
Just a teeth. One teeth.
Taking one
tooth.
Or you're taking one tooth with you. Okay, I'll let that happen. I don't know what creepiness you've got planned, but yeah.
I mean, it will probably just fall on the ground, but wait, no, I'm gonna keep it for now.
That's not creepy.
Yes, keep it.
Name again?
We're in a magical school. Keep it.
What's his name again? Did we get a name?
Augustus.
Augustus.
His name's Augustus.
Augustus.
Tooth. Teeth. Singular teeth. August. I'm probably. I definitely wrote the name correctly. Here we go.
Yeah, Augustus. Best way to remember it is Augustus Gloop from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. His last name's not Gloop, although I am tempted now, though.
Although I have not read the books in English. So...
That's fine. But Augustus is like, well,
There's books?
What, for Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Yeah, Roald Dahl made a load of them, my love. Loads of them.
Shit. I had no freaking idea.
No, that's all good. I mean, no offense.
I mean, also, the movies I also have watched in Dutch and not English, so...
Ah, yeah, that'll do it.
And they tend to change names quite a bit. Or like, certain names.
But Augustus goes, how do we do this then? Are we going to go for a straightforward combat? I'm sure I could take on all four of these girls at once. And the venom that is carried on the word girls makes your skin crawl.
Okay. I look at him and I go, oh, you're one of those.
What do you mean, one of those? I do not know what you are talking about. Ugh. I do not have time for one of... I am gonna do something. I'm gonna say some things that make me feel physically sick when I do this, but I'm doing this on purpose.
Why do you say them then?
Because I'm doing this on purpose, so you guys as characters have a vitriol and hatred towards this person. You ready?
I already do.
I am a high-value male. I am...
I knew this was the reason.
Yeah, I am the top 1%. You should all be grateful that I am gracing you with my presence.
Oh, I have to take out my headphones. I'm gonna fucking hurl.
Sorry. Why
didn't I even shove that cookie in your mouth? You weren't worthy of that cookie.
I'm going to look at him and just go, you wouldn't make the top 1% if we were rating people on a scale of 1 to 4 billion. And rating them backwards.
So,
You couldn't even be the top 1% if it was the top 1% worst human beings. You're so pathetic that you're never ever going to be top of anything, except maybe height. Oh wait, no, I know somebody taller than you as well.
right, I'm going to ask for a magical roll from you, Brenna. And I'm going to ask for Now, how would this type of it's going to be, it's the effectively this is going to be the equivalent of D&D's vicious mockery. So I'm going to give you the opportunity. I was going to say charm, but I don't think it is charm. I will say either brawn if you want to carry some aggression behind it, or brains because you've actually put some intelligent thought into it.
Brains. I'll go brains.
I knew you would because that's your highest stat, but that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Go on then, because he has to give it an attested grit roll.
I got 18 plus 1 because it's magic, so 19.
Miss Tasty just looks at you and goes, and you said you didn't have any spells of your own. Now look at him. And you see him physically look like he's been punched in the stomach. You hear him the air escape from him and he goes, what is this bullshit? This is colossal bullshit. This is, I do not,
What's bullshit is you thinking that you're special because you're taller than me, when in fact you have less power and efficacy than a laxative.
Ooh, Zelia, what did you want to do, my dear?
Can I be looking at the teacher? So as long as we only use magic, we're fine.
Yes, I suppose so. But with you, I'm starting to question whether it's going to be torturing methods. You are aware the Geneva Convention exists, right?
Not here, it doesn't.
I mean, he's allowed to do that, so why would he be allowed to do that?
There is a reason why we have a list of magical conduct. You know, you don't know. Do you know what? Fuck it. I don't care. I'm going to turn around, and what's done is done.
Can I look up to Taff? I mean, do you maybe know any of kind of voodoo kind of magic? By any chance?
Oh, you're better off asking what I don't know.
Because I have a tome of him, so I think it counts as a part of him, right?
Just realized something. Hang on, because you could do magical baking. Which is higher on yours, Blue? Charm or brains?
Brains. Although both are not great.
If I said to make this a magical roll, because you're taking a magical baking class, I'll give you a +1.
Hey.
But you could make a dough voodoo doll.
Yes.
Go on then. You have to give me a brains roll then with a +1.
Well, that's an 8 on a D8, so that's a 9.
I didn't specify a difficulty roll, did I, Blue?
No, you didn't.
Which means you can get to roll. You can roll again, can't you?
Can I roll again?
Yes, you can. Add it together. Before anybody says that's not how the system works, no. I thought if I don't specify a DC, I'm letting them roll again and add them all together. I'm like, fuck it. I like the exploding rule.
That is a 6, so that's a 15 total.
Okay, what do you make the voodoo the dough voodoo doll do? That's a fucking lot of words.
Can I make him vomit out a cookie I just gave him?
Oh my god.
Because he wasn't worthy of the cookie. I first thought it's fine, but now I'm like, yeah, no. You're not worthy of it.
Oh dear God.
You don't get a cookie.
You don't deserve the cookie. Yes, Panda.
I feel like this needs to get said for stream. No, it's not okay to make voodoo dolls out of people, cloth, anything of that sort. Leave the actual magic to the actual witches.
Yes, professionals.
Also, voodoo is a closed practice.
Yes, voodoo is a closed practice, so unless you're part of that cultural practice.
But there is a European equivalent.
Yes.
That is a extant, existed independently practice of making puppets. So
that's a good one.
We can go that route.
I mean, yeah. Could you? Oh, I would make this even worse. Zelia makes a dough puppet. Oh.
Not puppet, poppet. Poppet.
Okay, well, either way.
They work almost the same as the way a voodoo doll works.
Could you imagine imagine a marionette puppet?
Also, they tended to be made out of wax, candle wax, because it was a convenient, pliable thing.
That's fine. Yeah.
Or scraps of fabric.
Augustus starts to bring up cookies. Every time he opens his mouth, cookie. Every time, again, cookie. Cassie?
Just imagine that slug scene.
Yes. Cassie, you've just...
Now he's just vomiting rainbows.
Yeah, you've just watched Amethyst hurt him with her words. Zelia hurt him with cookies. That's your turn.
Okay. First thing I want to say is to Augustus is, you are a sack of shit. You do not deserve to live. And the way that you treat women is horrible all year round. And then
Take a deep breath. And then punch the bad guy in the head.
Well, since I do have the class of summoning, I want to summon something.
You haven't had a class yet, so you can do it. No, you can do it, but the DC will be higher than. I think you'll have to give me a grit roll because you've never been able to make this spell before. So this will be your first time summoning it. So just roll me grit and I'll give you a +1.
Well, it's not so much of summoning, more of conjuring.
Either way, my dear.
Because it's not one of the creatures that turns into your fear. It's more of a projection of your fears.
Oh God. Yeah, grit roll then, please, because it'll be the first time that you've ever done this.
11.
Never mind. Yeah, you project you project his fear, and his fear is stood in front of him. It's the four of you. It's women.
we wouldn't be able to see it. It's conjured in his mind.
Oh yeah, there's like 8 of you now.
I love how we could talk. Only heard him of magic, and we just like mentally break him completely.
Well, talking of which, hey Saf, it's your turn. This guy hasn't had a chance. I keep rolling for this guy. He can't break through the magics. I'm rolling like shit.
I love you. I really do, but you do not need to be on my lap, madam.
Sam, what do you want to do?
Do I have his full name?
Would Kevin know?
Probably
Maybe
not.
Augustus. Okay.
I just need to know, would the teacher have given me his full name?
Oh, you know this guy because you were here last year.
Okay, so I fully know this person's name.
Augustus Demont. Demount. That's for Brenna.
I will call on a fae to curse him to be treated as a woman until he can respect them.
Oh, you mean the way that he treats women?
Yes.
Good. That's a good. Yes.
Oh, I think this needs to be our first draconic magic roll, I think. So that's
Am I rolling then?
For you, that's brawn. Actually,
Oh, it's only 12.
hang on. For you, it's brawn, it's brains, brawn, or grit.
Yeah. Grit's or brawn's the biggest of those. Unfortunately.
Remember, you get to roll this with a +1. That's magics. And there's a reason why you roll it with a +1 because of the wristbands. You just don't know that yet.
$13 with the bonuses.
The little protection shield comes down and Augustus goes out running and screaming as his little cronies run after him, being, well, they're just... As the four of you stand there, triumphant, after making, and I'm going to say this, the incel run out, pissing his pants and crying.
Good. That's the only correct response.
Now, I'm going to end the session there, but, I said but, not boop.
Oh, well.
On your class schedules, for those of you that wrote them down, you have your classes on there, yes?
Yep.
Okay.
Probably.
Thea, what classes did you take?
Familiar care, summoning, and baking, I think. Let me double check.
Okay, right.
Yes, because you put in the same as mine, which is magical baking, familiar care, and summoning.
In that case, then both Cassie, normally you'd have to roll for this, but I'm going to give you all of them. Both Cassie and Saf can take a mark in summoning.
Woohoo!
So you just need to mark one little mark. Zelia can take a mark in magical baking. What did you take, Amethyst?
Divination, herbology, and draconic magics.
And I think yours would be divination, because I don't think you realize the reason you pulled the information you knew about him is because you kind of saw it before it happened. This isn't me trying to fit it in, it's just the shit that you were saying to him. You wouldn't know. Because if you look at your little sheets, if you've got the official ones, after a certain amount of time, you start to get bonuses in those things because, yeah. But what we'll do is from once you guys start going to classes, you start getting points in those start getting points at the end of the session, depending on how well you did.
Yay!
But otherwise, yeah, there you go. You guys made a full-grown 20-year-old man run out of a library screaming, pissing himself.
Good. Yes, he deserved it.
In this case, it's good.
Yes, I do hope everyone had fun and enjoyed themselves and everything else, because it's always fun being able to make the incels piss themselves, and if they don't like the term incel, then tough shit, don't act like one. Don't be one.
Thank you.
There's a few other choice phrases I'd like to say, but I can't because I can't think of them right now. My brain's turned off.
I stand by less effective than a laxative.
Yeah, I like that one. I like that one. That sounds good to me.
I still have his photo doll. Or, well...
Yep.
Doll of him. Let's put it that way.
Yep.
Wait, wouldn't he still be spitting up cookies?
Yep.
Yeah, he didn't stop it.
Every time he eats cookies, he spits out the cookies. He can never eat cookies again. He doesn't deserve the cookies.
Every time he eats cookies now, you're just gonna see cookies now.
Have a flashback.
Panic. Yeah, they're just gonna completely panic. Every single time they have cookies now, you have completely destroyed them. I like the fact that the first time you guys actually enter some form of semblance of combat for this one, you don't go for actual physical damage, you go for psychological damage. Yeah, should I be worried?
It depends what kind of entity you throw at us.
Why would you need to be worried?
Because if you keep throwing people that we will viciously hate because of their
Look, in my defense, I wanted to do this one for the first time because I felt like somebody needed to let out some rage. It's the reason I did it.
I appreciate it.
Also, yeah, I'm not going to put Augustus Demont in my notes because Augustus is not coming back.
We scared him away for good.
He left the school in disgrace.
Yeah. Okay, my friends.
But it also does that mean that also the curse that got put on him will never be gone?
No, it'll be gone if he ever does change his ways, because that was how you worded it.
Fair.
Yes. So, my friends.
That's one good thing about curses and magic. As long as you put an out in, you aren't doing anything too horrific. It's still black magic, though, just for the record. Anything that impacts another person's choices is considered black magic. That includes healing someone without their consent.
Yeah, but there's also dependent.
He consented to the duel, though.
Yeah, he did.
So that's black magic, because I didn't make his decision do anything else.
No, you made him face the consequences of his actions. There's a big difference.
And also, there is a great tradition in European folklore magic of hexing people with a hex that says that once they stop doing whatever bad thing they're doing, the hex will end. And that has never been considered black magic within European folklore magic.
No,
that's
showing
been
people
considered a way of making people behave like decent human beings.
Yeah, Beauty and the Beast.
So.
Beauty and the Beast being a prime example. The Stephen King novel Thinner being another example.
And like at a more sort of local British level, hexing your landlord's cattle and grain, but not the cattle and grain of the serfs that were also working on the same land.
Yeah.
Although that did sometimes backfire.
Anyway, before we all get carried away.
We carried away? Never.
Right.
That's
I don't know what you're talking about.
We're gonna go say goodbye to everybody in the Discord. Okay? Because Panda's got to get ready for their first. So Panda, have a good day to work, my love. We're proud of you for getting your job. You got this.
I will. I know.
You got this.
So
You're doing great.
Hopefully they have the fucking thing authorized, because that was the only shit show part of it.
cool. So we'll say bye-bye to the people in the Discord. Say bye-bye, friends.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Boop. Yes. So slash Ray, we're gonna go Ray Satanic Rosie because they're playing what do you call it? They're playing the Walking Dead. Anyway, love you all. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm gonna play Kingdoms of Amalur tomorrow. That'd be fun. You might want to watch that Kess because I fuck up a lot in that one. Anyway, take care. Love you all. Bye.